God saw that the earth was filled with wickedness, and his heart was grieved. God said to Noah, "I will bring an end to this world. Build an ark." Noah quietly began building the ark, just as God had commanded. The people laughed and mocked Noah, but he did not stop. God said, "You and your family enter the ark. Judgment is coming." Pairs of animals, led by God's hand, entered the ark. The skies opened and fountains burst from the earth. Rain began to fall. God rained down fire and sulfur upon Sodom and Gomorrah. God warned not to look back, but Lot's wife turned and became a pillar of salt. When Nadab and Abihu offered unauthorized fire, God's fire consumed them. When Elijah prayed, fire came down from heaven and consumed the altar. Elijah called down fire that destroyed the king's soldiers. When David repented, God responded with fire. Moses heard the voice of God from within the burning bush. Mount Sinai was filled with God's fire and smoke. Moses burned the golden calf and rebuked the people for idolatry. The Levites took up swords and executed judgment on the guilty. Fiery serpents bit the Israelites, and many died. God led his people by a pillar of fire at night. The priests were filled with fear after witnessing the deaths of Nadab and Abihu. Joshua burned the city of Ai and turned it into ruins. Gideon and his warriors attacked the Midianite camp with torches and jars. When Samuel prayed, God struck the Philistines with fire. Elijah was taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire. Elisha saw the vision of fiery horses and chariots surrounding the mountain. Isaiah saw a vision in the temple where a burning coal purified his lips. The words from Jeremiah's mouth were like fire consuming the people. King Jehoiakim threw the scroll of God's word into the fire. Ezekiel saw a vision of God full of lightning and fire. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the blazing furnace. They walked unharmed in the fire with a fourth man who appeared divine. Daniel saw the judge seated on a fiery throne. The beast was cast into the blazing fire. John the Baptist warned that fruitless trees would be thrown into the fire.